Class 10, today we'll do non-metallic character, and it's also one of the periodic property, as we have seen different periodic properties earlier, and it is also one of the important periodic property which we have to consider in our first chapter. Now you know about the non-metals. Over here we'll discuss about the non-metals, and we know that non-metals have the tendency to accept the electron, or you can say it has a tendency to gain the electron. It's take up the electrons in their outermost orbit. And when the particular atom which is behaving as a non-metal, and if it's gain a particular electron, it always it energy is being supplied to that particular atom. Right now you have to understand that how many electrons a particular non-metal atom can gain. So once again, it's been same as which we have learned in metals. They also gain one or more electrons. Now how many? If I am saying more, so in your previous classes you have seen that they also gain 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost orbits. In special cases they take 4 electrons also. Right, so we'll see how this happens. So I have written this thing. I'm writing it with M as an alphabet, and it's indicating as a non-metal, and I'm saying that it will take 1 electron, and once it will take electron, it will acquire a negative charge. Over here I am again taking this thing, a non-metal over here, and it is over here it's taking how many electrons? 2 electrons. So 2 electrons been taken up. So over here how many charge will be there? -2. In the same way you can use some other abbreviation also, other alphabet. In this you can also see that if it is taking 3 electrons, then what will be the charge will be present. You can say this way. Now this thing you can see, this is an alphabet N, but if you assume it as a symbol for nitrogen, then it's also good. So it will take 3 electrons, and it will acquire a -3 charge. So this way you can see that how the non-metals behaves, and they always take up these electrons. And you have to remember that in their outermost orbit, it's not like that they are having 1, 2 or 3 electrons. They have a very different way of containing electrons, the valence electrons. Over here if it is taking 1 electron, it means how many valence electrons will be there in its outermost orbit? 7. If it is taking 2 electrons, how many valence electrons will be there? 6. I'm just writing the outermost this thing, valence electrons that are present in the valence orbit. So this way, right? Over here if it is taking 3 electrons, how many valence electrons are there? 5. Right, so these are this thing. Now you can easily see, to make it 8, how many more electrons are required by it? It's 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Similarly over here you see, if 6 are there, how many electrons are needed by this particular non-metal atom? It is 2. So 6 plus 2 is again 8. Now this must be clear to you. 7 are there, you need one more to make it 8. So it is 7 plus 1 is 8. Now I have again written certain factors over here, and the factors are atomic radii and ionization potential. These factors says what will we have to see, that when atomic size or atomic radius increases, what will happen. When ionization potential increases, then also you have to see what will happen on the non-metallic characters. So we'll take one at a time, and let's start with this thing, first factor, and we'll see its example also. Now I made two structures for two different atoms, and over here I think it must be clear with you all. This is the atom of sodium, and this is the atom for carbon. And over here you are seeing that the atomic size of sodium is more, and over here it is less, right? More the atomic size, what do you think? The more the atomic size, then attraction by the nucleus on the outermost electron is also less, right? So in that particular case, when it is less, then this particular electron is easily moved out from this particular orbit, right? You cannot enter the electrons from outside, because this nucleus is having a less nuclear charge, or it's been say it's having the nuclear charge, but because of the distance it cannot apply that much attraction force on the electrons. So the upcoming electrons is also not that much attracted by this nucleus. So that's why what does it means, that this particular atom will not behave as a non-metal, but it will behave as a metal. right? So this is the one case. Now just focus on the other case. When the atomic size is less, what will happen? This nucleus will exert the force of attraction on the electrons more. So even the electron, that is, if it is coming from outside, suppose if some electron is coming from outside towards this atom, so this nucleus is having the large nuclear charge, so it will attract the electrons, whatever the electrons are present in its orbit. Even the electrons that are coming from outside, it will attract that electrons also. So what will happen, these electrons can easily enter to this particular orbit, right? So now you must be clear with it. More the atomic size, less will be your this thing attraction force, and because of it the non-metallic characters decreases. But you have to focus on this part, that when the size is small, what will happen, the attraction is more by the nucleus towards the electrons, or on the electrons, and over here the electrons can easily come inside, and this over here the non-metallic character increases. So what we saw, when your atomic size was when your atomic size increases, your non-metallic characters decreases. So now you must be knowing it, one of the factor ki what happened when your atomic size was increasing, that your non-metallic characters was decreasing. Now we have to focus on the ionization potential concept. Now we have to focus on the next factor, that is ionization potential or ionization. Now I've took the other example, and you can see again it's a metal which is a sodium, and you can see that its atomic size is more, and your atomic size is more. You have to focus on the ionization potential here. Now we have already seen a metal have low ionization potential. Why? Because the this thing, you can see the this atomic size is more, and because of that the nuclear charge decreases. The nuclear charge is always, or the positive charge on the nucleus is always attracting the electrons, and because of this distance, this effect of nucleus attraction on the electrons decreases. So over here you need very less amount of energy to remove this electron that is present on the outermost orbit. So over here we got the low ionization potential, but we have to focus on a concept, what happens when your ionization potential is high. Now this is an example of a non-metal, and I have drawn the atom of oxygen, and you can see the electrons are there. Now over here the atomic size is less. Now we know it's a non-metal, and non-metals have high ionization potential. Why they have high ionization potential? Because you can see the number of shells are less, because of it your its atomic size is less, and the nucleus that is always attracting the electrons toward itself, it also increases. Means the pull that is being exerted by this particular nucleus, or the attraction that is being exerted by this nucleus on the electrons that are present in the orbits or the outermost orbits, even the electrons that are coming from outside, that is also increases, right? So that's why over here we have high ionization potential. So what we got in conclusion, that over here the ionization potential was high, the non-metallic character increases, and over here when your ionization potential was low, the non-metallic characters decreases, right? So you must be understanding this concept. Ionization potential increases, non-metallic characters increases. Now once again we'll see both the factors which we have discussed earlier. Now you can see that the atomic radius increases, non-metallic character decreases, ionization potential increases, non-metallic characters increases. Now in your notes please write down the non-metallic character over here, because my space was less, so I have not written the word character. So you can write down non-metallic characters. So once again it's been clear to you all. Now we'll focus on how these factors are very helpful, and they tell us the trains of this particular property in groups and period. We'll see that. Now once again I am writing down the period, and the same period, the third period I am using, and I have already written all these things, the elements, their electronic configurations, and what was the types of elements they were, or what were their natures, like which one was metal, which one was metalloid, which one is non-metal and noble gas. Everything is, again I'm repeating the same thing which I have discussed in the metallic characters. So same thing we are using the same group, because this particular group will help you out to understand the things in detail, that how these two factors are important for understanding the non-metallic characters. Let's start with the first factor, that is your atomic radii or atomic size, and we'll see that what happens or what is the case. Now by looking these values and by looking the, you can say, different types of nature, now you can understand that when you move from left to right, the non-metallic characters are increasing, right? Initially these are metals, it's metalloid, and over here the non-metallic characters are. Now we'll see the both factors, the atomic size and this thing, ionization potential also. We'll start with the first factor. Now just please see, when you move left to right towards the period, and we see that the atomic size always decreases. This thing we have already discussed. Once again I am telling you why it is decreasing, or why the statement is telling us about a decrease. Now just see about the number of shells. What do you think about the terms of atomic size in terms of this thing, number of shells? It's same, number of shells are same when we move from left to right in a period. So what is happening, that the atomic size also remains same. It's been not been increasing, not in decreasing. But we see in terms of nuclear charge, over here the nuclear charge is increased every time the positive charge on the nucleus is increasing, and we know that the positive charge on the nucleus is depending on the number of protons. So the positive charge on the nucleus is increasing every time. So in that particular case you will say that its atomic size will decrease. So this way we can judge that when you move in a period, the atomic size decreases, because in both the cases, either in the number shells, if you talk about, it is same, so you can say atomic size is decreasing also in terms of that. And in nuclear charge, by nuclear charge is more, atomic size will decrease. So in both the cases you are getting that atomic size in a decrease concept. That's why we can say in a period that atomic size always decreases. This is our previous topic which we have decreased, why it is coming decrease. Now what do you think, when your atomic size is decreases, so what will be your non-metallic characters? Non-metallic characters will increase. We have already seen the diagrams of different atoms, and in that you have seen that why this was happening, why it is going for increase and why it was going for the decrease part, or vice versa, right? So in this way we can see that the atomic size when decreases, the non-metallic characters also increases. But we have to focus on the other factor also, that is your ionization potential. So the next factor is ionization potential. Now let's focus on the ionization potential. What do you think about here, the ionization potential? I have already mentioned you earlier that the metals have low ionization potential because they lose electron, and it becomes very easy for them to lose the electrons, and for that they require very low amount of energy to remove the electron. But in cases of non-metals, they need initially they are the non-metals and they gain the electrons, they do not lose the electron, and you are forcing them to lose the electrons. If you are forcing them to lose the electron, you need a large amount of energy to remove the electron, right? So in that particular case, if you want to remove electron from it, you have to supply a large amount of energy to it. So that energy is what? Ionization potential. So over here your ionization potential is what? High, right? So what will you see, that when you move in a period from left to right, the ionization potential is what? Increasing. This we have already seen, and I have also explained you why it has been increasing over here. You are forcing it, to remove the electron from its outermost orbit. And you know that nuclear charge also is very high, and nucleus is always holding their electrons very tightly with a greater force. So there is a very great force of attraction is being exerted by the nucleus on the electrons. So you have to break that attraction force, and for that you need a large amount of energy to remove the electrons from its bonding, right? So the energy that is over here is ionization potential or ionization energy, and because of it it's very high because of all these concepts. And it indicates that the particular atom whatever you are using is a non-metallic, it will shows a non-metallic character. So higher the ionization potential, or you can say when ionization potential increases, the non-metallic character also increases. You can write down over here, increases. So over here you can see that in both the cases that your in terms of atomic size as well as in terms of ionization potential, what you are getting an answer, you are getting an increase answer. Whether you are using atomic size or you are seeing ionization potential, the non-metallic character is increasing. So overall in periods, what we can see in periods, your non-metallic characters increases. I think this concept is clear to you. So once again, when you move from left to right, the non-metallic characters is increasing. Means they are moving from metals, metallic to non-metallic characters. Over here, these are metals. These three are metals. So they are showing the metallic characters. So metallic character is decreasing and they are tilting towards the non-metallic characters. So this way you can see that in your periods, the non-metallic characters always increases. Now we'll see about the non-metallic characters in groups also.